Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Muriel, this nurse Muriel. Let me start by saying welcome to all my new subscribers, y'all. I'm so used to going day to day, in and out with these vlogs. I've not been welcoming my new subscribers. Well, welcome y'all. Welcome, welcome. I'm Muriel. I'm a registered nurse and I prefer long-term care. Oh goodness, they're getting on my nerves. They're getting on my nerves this morning. They're getting on my nerves this morning. Oh my goodness. I done took them outside. I done fed them. I done took them back outside. I've been up cleaning. Y'all know how I do Monday, Tuesdays, whatever day I'm off or whatever I'm not at work. I done boiled my water. Kind of rearranged my living room. Y'all, why wasn't I recording? Anyway, so I changed my living room around. Okay, y'all, see these little badasses? They won't stay off my damn furniture. I tried everything. They will not stay off it. She sheds horribly. She sheds horribly, and that's why I had to get rid of the blue furniture I had, because it was a fabric that caught all the hairs and it was awful. So I had to get rid of that. I had to go to all leather. This is so much easier with them. I don't know why she got her ass up on my pillows. And y'all, they got these. They will not sit on them. No matter how much I chastise them, tear their ass up, they will not sit on these unless I put it on the chair. But it wouldn't be so bad, but she sheds. She sheds so bad. And so it's much easier with the leather furniture. For leather furniture, I just take like a sanitizing wipe. I put some Clorox and some bleach and Fabuloso on it, and I just wipe down my chairs. I do that like 3 times a week, wiping down the chairs. And I deep clean once a week, as far as deep cleaning the stains out of my carpet, because they go inside and outside. They step in the dirt in my backyard and they make little stains on my rug. But I just got, y'all see my little spot cleaner right there. I just got finished carpet cleaning the little areas. So at first I had to chase like right there. I had to chase there, breaking that up to make it look bigger. But it was looking funny to me. And when I got this furniture, it had looked so much bigger in the store. When I got it home, I was like, oh no, it looked like little people furniture. But it'll work. So I broke the chase up. I put it right here. So now I got to find some things to decorate my chase with. Excuse that pot. I had my hot boiling water in it. But I will pour the water on the floor because I didn't feel like that was letting out enough water. So I would pour the water on the floor and then get it up with that. But it's, yeah, so I rearranged that. I want to get some bigger pillows. See how those pillows match those pictures? I want to get some bigger pillows, though, to put like big pillows on the sectional. But anyway, I just got finished doing that little bit of cleaning. I'm going to go in my den now and vacuum that rug, that area rug, but I just got finished cleaning this one. I think there's like a little stain like right there. I need to get that. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get my day started. But like I said, welcome to my new subscribers. I'm Muriel. How y'all doing? If you like the video, please subscribe. I have gotten away from talking about nursing. That's what my channel was supposed to be, but I have gotten away from that. But I got to get back into it. I have been considering, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm going back and forth with it, considering becoming a nurse practitioner focused on geriatric care. I have been considering that, y'all. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And what really got me really considering it now, because I was told by a nurse practitioner who just graduated with her FNP that they are really pushing this doctorate program now heavy, and doing away with the master's program. And y'all know I don't like school, and if I'm already on the fence about going to a possibly 14-month to 24-month master's in nursing program, I definitely am not going for my doctorate. I'm not one of the ones who, okay, y'all know I've made videos saying my BSN does nothing for me. However, I achieved my BSN for the purpose of getting a remote job, work from home job. Y'all know I was trying to prepare for when my son finishes school and he's going to need someone. My son has to have 24-hour like eyes on him 24 hours. And I was trying to prepare myself, and I knew the best way to get that type of job was to have my BSN. However, I have not utilized my BSN since I've had it. Have I had it 2 years now? I think I've had it for a full 2 years now, because I finished in 2021. I haven't utilized. And for those out there, I did the whole route. I was a CNA for a year. I was an LPN for like 18 years. I've been an RN 4 years, but I've been a BSN RN for 2 years. I haven't utilized my BSN degree at all. My pay hasn't changed any getting my BSN degree, because an RN in long term care, ADN RN and a BSN RN going to earn the same thing in long term care. I didn't just get the BSN for the letters. Now, I know a lot of people like to push that people just do things for the letters. I didn't get it for the letters, y'all. I honestly got it because I thought it would be much better with getting a remote work from home type, a remote job. Like if it was two RNs in for the job, one for the job, the RN with the BSN degree in my mind was going to be the one who got the job, especially with the experience I have in a type of, depending on what the job is and with the experience I have. I figure when it came down to it, the BS and RN would get the job. And I still am trying to prepare myself. Even though I'm taking the position I'm taking now, I'm still trying to prepare myself for the day that Therese doesn't go to school anymore. Because y'all know he is autistic, so he can stay in school until he's 21. He is now 19. But I'm trying to prepare myself for that. Even though I say I want to retire totally from nursing by the time I, like, within the next 5 years. I always talk about retiring from nursing, but if I don't retire, I would like to get me a nice work from home job or a nice desk job to where he could possibly go to work with me, because there are some jobs that will allow that I will be able to take him to like long-term care. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, if I had an office job in long-term care, I could take my, I could, like, if I would, I could take him to work with me, to be honest. I really could. At least take him to work with me for a few hours until someone can come pick him up. But that's why I got my BSN, y'all. It wasn't just for the letters. I know a lot of people do things just for the letters, and a lot of nurses do things just for the money. They don't. I mean, we're gonna be real. A lot of nurses are doing certain things for the money, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking doing it for the money, because you go to work to get paid. It don't matter what job you working. You want to know how much money I'm gonna make. However, I'm not going to base field what certification I go into for the money. So even though I'm going into mental health nursing, I don't want to specialize in mental health if I get my master's degree. I just want to specialize in geriatrics, because I say I really don't have a passion, but obviously I would say I don't have a passion for nursing, but I've always had a passion for geriatrics. I've always had a passion for children and geriatrics. The only reason I don't do children is because I feel like I would be boohoo crying right along with the family members. And emotional nurse is good to have, but when you're a little too emotional, when the people looking at you like, damn, she crying harder than me, then I can't console them and be that shoulder for them to lean on if I'm breaking down too. And I know I would get that way with children. I've been considering going ahead and doing it now, because they are really pushing for this doctorate, and I don't want to do the doctorate, y'all. I feel like a lot of people, I might be wrong and y'all can fight me in the comments. I feel like a lot of nurses get that doctorate degree because they want to be called doctor. It's, they want to be called doctor. And how am I say it? I'm not downplaying a doctorate degree, but some nurses they have this complex. And sweetie, you are not the doctor. You are the nurse practitioner. And don't get me wrong, I like nurse practitioners because I feel like they take more time with the patients. They are more caring. They are a lot of things. But there are some nurse practitioners who've had less than a year in practice versus medical doctors who had to go through all these years of residency and stuff to become a doctor. And you're a nurse practitioner, you may have worked as a nurse for 6 months to a year on the floor, and you're getting a doctorate degree because you want to be called doctor. And in the sense of doctor, like, I feel like doctor, like medical in my mind, the nurse practitioners who get the doctorate degree want to be called doctor interchangeable with the medical doctors. I might be wrong. I feel that way too. I don't feel that way about people who get PhDs in other fields, because I just think it's something about people calling people a doctor that they feel, I don't know, because when I was younger, when somebody would say doctor so and so, I would always go straight to medical doctor. In my mind, I would go straight to medical doctor, and come to find out the person actually had a doctorate degree. They weren't actually a medical doctor. And so I feel like a lot of nurses, y'all, I might be wrong. I feel like a lot of nurses just like to be called doctor. So yeah, I thought about, I don't want to get my doctorate degree. I really don't. And if I have to go for my doctorate degree to work in that capacity, like a nurse practitioner for geriatrics, I won't do it. I will stick with my BSN. I'm getting older myself. I'm 46. Hell, I'm in 4 more years. I think I'm gonna be considered geriatric. Was because y'all know I was toying around with MSN and education and stuff until I saw that video with that nurse practitioner. She got her certification in women's health, and she was like, y'all, I teach with my nurse practitioner in women's health. She was like, she don't know why people go for the MSN in education, because then they're limited to just education. And I never thought about it like that. And when I thought about it, I was like, she is right. And y'all, she's younger than me. She's much younger than me. I think she might be in her early 30s. And you never know who you can learn something from on this here tube of the Ube. You never know who you can learn from. And I learned that from her. And when I saw that I switched automatically from MSN to education, because I was like, I can get my NP and certify in geriatrics and still do what I'm doing, but do it in a advanced advanced field, basically. So I'm just throwing that out there, y'all. I'm toying around with that probably in 2024, because I don't know when they're gonna make this decision to make NPs become in doctorate programs, but hopefully before they make it, I will already be enrolled in the MSN program. All right, y'all, we about to get it in again. We back the home girl, Deja Fit. Cause y'all remember I said I did like her workout, so yeah, we about to get it in, y'all. Y'all, I just finished that 15-minute workout. I am tired. I was going to jump right in the shower, get dressed, go get my packages from Walgreens. I'm so tired. I might jump in the shower and take my nap and then get my packages and wake up. I don't know. Y'all, look, I still got sitting here with the weight still on my leg, y'all. I had to pop all these off. They've been on a week. I think it was a week ago I put them on, y'all. So I'm about to put another set on. When I was rearranging the living room, a couple of them popped when I was lifting up the sectional and stuff. So y'all, look at my windshield this morning. I ain't going nowhere no time soon. Hey y'all, so it is December the 12th. I'm leaving work. I got off this morning. I left around 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. And y'all know how I do. I got a little tired on the way home. So I pulled over in my little spot and I took a nap and I ended up sleeping. Child, I must have slept about 2 hours. Yeah, had to have slept about 2 hours, y'all. In my little spot that I have. It's in the public place, y'all. So, you know, I've been going there for about 3 years and nothing's ever happened. Like I said, it's at an establishment. The workers, they know that's me. I come through, I take my nap, you know. So I feel pretty safe there. I feel safer there taking a nap than I would feel driving on that road home knowing I'm sleepy. Anyway, so I'm off for the next 3 days, y'all. So the plan is to put my Christmas tree up today. I think today will be the end of a video, of a video. Today will end the video because I have some footage from earlier that I'm going to put into this. I'm not doing Vlogmas just yet, y'all. I want to do the 12 days of Christmas. I didn't want to do Vlogmas because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to put something out every day, which I'm not. So I'm just trying to put videos out a little more frequently, like every other day, every 2 days or so. So today will end the video and I'll start another one tomorrow. So today, y'all, the plan is, y'all don't, y'all saw in the video before, like 2 videos before this, I do have my Christmas decor outside, but I do not have my Christmas tree up, y'all. I didn't get my Christmas tree up yet. So the plan is to pull my Christmas tree out of the garage today and get it up and get it decorated. The only thing is, y'all saw I changed the color of my living room. Before, my living room was blue, white, and gold. The living room is now black, gray, gold, and white. And so I got to change the decor on my tree. My tree has to match my living room. So I think when Therese get out of school today, I really hate to wait till he get out of school because it be so dark. I might go do it without him, to be honest. I think I'm going to roll through Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I just don't like going to Walmart, y'all. But I hope Hobby Lobby has their 50% off decor. I'm going to go buy the decor for my Christmas tree so I can get that up, and that will end the vlog for today. That will end this vlog, me getting my Christmas tree up and getting it decorated. I also need to find that rod for my living room, for my curtains in my living room, so I can go ahead and put that up. So yeah, last night I had a good night at work. Very good night at work. Didn't have to send anybody out. It seems like every night that I've been going to my PRN job, every night that I've been working, I've been sending someone to the hospital. And everybody I've sent has been admitted. Now, I'm an RN, but I was an LPN in long-term care for many, many, many years prior to becoming an RN. And even as an LPN then, I had to assess. Because a lot of people be wondering what's the difference between an LPN and an RN. And I'm going to tell you, for me, it really is the critical thinking. It really is. Because as an LPN, I'm going to tell you, okay, so I'm going to one of the instances that went on with a patient of mine recently. So I didn't know this patient. I had only worked with him maybe once before, but it was like real quick, like I might have been doing a 4-hour shift. So I didn't know him that well. The most I do on a 4-hour shift is give medication, really just to help out the nurse that's working the full 12 hours. So when I encountered this patient that morning, I had, I make my rounds, I do my walkthroughs at night, and the patient was sleeping fine, no respiratory distress, no nothing. So, and I didn't have to give that patient any med because I didn't take over that patient until 11 o'clock that night. The 7 to 11 nurse, gave that patient their meds or whatever. And when they gave me the report, they was just like, he's fine, whatever. Because when I make rounds at night, y'all, in order to not wake the patient up, I just look for a rise and fall in the chest. As long as there's a rise and fall in the chest and the breathing pattern is normal, I just go in, I peek, and I leave back out. I go and peek and leave back out. That's what I do. That's how I do my rounds in the middle of the night, because you do not want to wake up those long-term care patients. You do not want to wake them up. So that's how I make my rounds. So that's what that patient was doing. That patient had a rise and fall of the chest. There was no distress shown or anything. Mind you, I really don't know this patient, but that's what I'm going to look for on all my long-term care patients, just to make sure they're sleeping but their respirations are normal. So then I went, I think on my third round when I went and looked at this patient had black emesis all over their face, all over their torso, on their bed, on the floor by the bed. And they were laying there. They didn't have any respiratory distress, but the emesis was there. And it was, I will show y'all. I'm going to see if I can get a picture. Oh, Lord. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of what that looks like. But there was emesis all over the place. And so I, immediately I'm looking at it like, and as an LPN, I would have looked at that like, this patient has black coffee ground emesis and they have to go out, and my mind probably would have went to one of two things: that the patient has a bleed, or there's poop coming out of that patient's, mouth or whatever. So I called 911, because I'm that type of nurse now. I'm gonna call it a 911 before I call the doctor, because look, I don't have time to be trying to get a hold of a doctor, because this happened at 4:30 in the morning. I don't have time to be trying to get a hold of no doctor 4:30 in the morning when I already know this patient needs to go out. So I called 911 first, and then I called the doctor as I was getting the paperwork together. And so as an LPN, I would have looked at that, and not saying this is what all LPNs do, but this is what I would have done as an LPN, because this is what I've done before. I would have looked at that and I would have said, okay, he has a bleed, he's coughing up blood or whatever, he's vomiting up blood, or he's vomiting up poop, and I would send them out. Now, me as an RN, when I saw that on that patient, my mind instantly went to, he has an upper GI bleed. This is what my mind immediately went to. It wasn't just that he had a bleed, it was he had an upper GI bleed. So his hemoglobin level is probably low. Let me check his sats, because his oxygen levels are probably going to be low because he has the bleed, because we know oxygen is carried on the red blood cells, and he's vomiting. Let me check his abdomen. That's how my mind went as an RN. It was, let me check his abdomen now. So when I checked his abdomen, his abdomen was distended. I didn't notice that throughout the night, because I wasn't going in there checking those things, because I'm just looking for a rise and fall in chest. This patient is, you don't want to wake them long-term care patients up. Like I said, my mind went to upper GI bleed, but it also went to vomiting. He's possibly vomiting stool. So then, because it was a foul smell, so then I went to, let me check his abdomen for distension. His abdomen was distended, so I was like, okay, this is either blood or this is stool that he's vomiting. I look in the emesis, it had the little coffee ground looking, things. Because if he's vomiting blood, his O2 level is probably low, because he's not perfusing the oxygen, because he's vomiting up the blood or whatever. And his oxygen level was a little low. He was sat at 87 to 89%. Okay, then I talked to him, and he was able to verbalize. He told me he felt fine. He didn't have a temperature. And so my mind went to all those things as an RN. And not to say as an LPN, your mind doesn't go there, but my mind as an LPN wouldn't have went to there. My mind as an LPN went to, oh, he has a he's vomiting, he's vomiting, there's probably blood in there, let me send him out. Or he's vomiting, his stool in there, it's probably stool, let me send him out. But as an RN, my mind went to, okay, he's vomiting, there's possibly blood in there, so his oxygen levels is probably low, let me check to see if he's going to need O2. Oh, it may be stool, let me check his abdomen, see if his abdomen is distended. You know, that's where my mind went as an RN. So it's a little more as an RN, and I could say my mind probably went to more because I worked in acute care, because I've said on here several times, being an acute care nurse made me a much more thorough long-term care nurse. And so, because a lot of when I went to school for my RN as an LPN, I'm not going to say that I felt like I knew everything, because I didn't feel like I knew enough. As far as I knew enough to get through a long-term care. But when you go to school for your RN and you learn about all these disorders and physiological changes that your body goes through when you have different disorders and diseases and all that, like maybe as an LPN, had I studied more and in depth after receiving my LPN license, that I would have eventually developed these critical thinking skills. But I honestly feel like going to school for my RN is why I developed those critical thinking skills. And I implement those in long-term care all the time, y'all, all the time. If a patient has something going on, my mind is going to what's going on in his body, his or her body, based on the symptoms that they exhibit. That's kind of how you think as an RN. Not to offend anybody, I'm just talking about me as an LPN versus me as an RN. That's where my thinking goes now. And that's the whole, and that may be why they feel like RNs can assess and LPNs can't assess. When I was an LPN, I really didn't assess and critically think like I do as an RN. But you'll see, if you're LPN and you go back to school for your RN, you will see how you go in depth a little more with the learning as an RN. Like as an LPN, I wasn't really concerned about the way the heart works and what is the difference between right-sided heart failure and left-sided heart failure, and what symptoms, what signs you'll exhibit when it's right-sided heart failure, and what signs you'll exhibit when it's left-sided heart failure. But as an RN, I think that way now. When something happens, I think as far as, is this right-sided heart failure or is this left-sided heart failure? You know, and a lot of these things you're going to learn as an RN, you're not in RN school. You're not going to put them into practice depending on what specialty or whatever you go in. Like if you're RN and you go into home health, or you're RN and you go into case management and stuff, you're probably not going to use those critical thinking skills, because you're not going to be all the time working with sick patients. And so I do see why, I feel like when you go to school for your RN, they push you to go work, they're pushing you to work in the hospital. Like they're teaching you to work in the hospital. They're not teaching you to be a home health RN. They're not teaching you to be a what can I say? They're not teaching you to be a long-term care RN. I don't think they have any expectations of you working in long-term care with your RN when you go to school. That there's not the expectation. And when I was in school, I you know, like I said, I never planned to work in the hospital. So when I was learning those things in school, they were interesting to me, but I never thought I would have to put them into practice. Like I can look at a patient, see how they're declining, and can almost, you know how they say about the nurses can basically know what the doctor's going to do next, because we see things so many times that we automatically know, okay, this is what the doctor is going to prescribe. Situation arises what the doctor is going to prescribe, to be honest. kind of already know. Because y'all think that was the first GI bleed I ever came across? That's not the first. Probably won't be the last. And once the patient returned from the hospital and I read over, you know, his information, my assessments were correct. They were correct. So, like, I looked at another patient last night, and I actually manually counted his respirations, and his respirations was 28. And you know what my mind immediately went to? My mind immediately went to, he's putting too much exertion on his heart. His heart is going to give out. That's what my mind immediately went to. His heart is going to give out. This patient needs to be on some morphine or something. And so hopefully they'll get him on some morphine, y'all. It's only so much I can do, y'all. I try, y'all, but it's only so much. It's only so much I can do because, you know, why didn't they already put him on some? I don't know, y'all. But he really needs to be on some morphine. I know people don't like to get morphine, but you will not last long breathing at 28 reps per minute. You're not going to. That's a lot. And then they have retractions. I call it retractions when you breathe and you can see your abdominal muscles going in and out. It may be refractions, y'all. I don't know which one it is. I think it's retractions. But yeah, his heart is not gonna last that long. But anyway, that's my little bit of nurse talk, my little bit of long-term care talk. Yeah, because I need to sprinkle some of that into these videos, but hopefully that helps somebody in the future. So if they come across a patient who's exhibiting these signs, they will go to that frame of thought as well. But let me show y'all, because I had to come pick up another Walgreens order. Y'all know I said I'll be getting those deals at Walgreens. So like I said, I don't coupon anymore, but I get the deals. Y'all see this 12 family pack roll of Scott tissue? Y'all see the price they have advertised? Well, I got them for $3.75 a pack. And I bought 6 packs. So I saved, what's that, $1.25 per pack? So I saved $2.50, $5. So I saved $7.50. Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that I still be out here getting these deals, y'all. It's not a whole lot. If I had the coupons, I could have saved even more. Like if I had a 50-cent off coupon for each pack, I could have saved an additional $1, $2, $3. But I don't have the coupons. But that just shows you about these deals that you can get, y'all. I just wanted y'all to see that. Hey, y'all. So change of plans. I decided against going to the store to get the Christmas decor because I don't feel like going in there fighting them crowds. So I took Rez. I got Rez in the car with me. Say hey, Rez. Hey. I took Rez to the barbershop to get his haircut, and now we're heading to Didis. I haven't been to Didis, y'all, in about 2 weeks now, I believe. So yeah, and last time I was here, it was a shirt I thought I wanted, and I didn't get it because I had a shirt similar to it. That shirt I had in that last video, it was a shirt.
In 500 feet, turn right.
It was a shirt just like it, and I didn't get it because it was a different color, but it was just like it. But I was like having 2 shirts of the same. But after I wore that shirt, I was like, let me go back and get the other one because this shirt is actually pretty nice, and I wouldn't mind having it in another color. And I need a clutch because my zipper is breaking on my clutch, and I wanted to see if I could find some long sleeve shirts. And you know, I come through here to find little shoes, the little red ones I wore to the interview I got from here. So I'm gonna see if I can find some other cute little shoes, closed-in shoes to wear, being that it's getting cold and whatnot, y'all. So yeah, we're heading to these. Not gonna stay here long because y'all, it's just 5 o'clock and it's already getting dark. I don't mind this time when I don't have anything to get out and do. But when I want to get out, I don't like it getting dark because by the time I come out of the store, it's gonna be dark. I can't make this turn. This traffic is so bad. Yeah, by the time I get out of the store, it's gonna be dark, and I don't like this because this is a little ways away from, it's not a long way away from my house, but it's about a good 20-minute drive, and the traffic It's gonna be so heavy going back home. This is one of them stores I'll go to on a midday Tuesday or something like that when it's not as much traffic. But to get Rez out of the house, because he hasn't been out of the house outside of school. He hasn't been outside the house, outside of school for a little while, for about a week really. So to get him out the house and just get him out the house, and I took him to the barbershop. Now we about to go in here to Didis. I like these little bedazzled hats, y'all. This one is $4.99. That is so cute. Here's another one. I think this one is $5.99. Yeah, $5.99. These are some cute little hats. And this one is cute too. Some more shoes in, y'all. Let's see if we can find. These are cute. $8.99. $22. Not a bad price. I like these. I'm gonna put these in my bedroom. We're gonna get this one that says Joy and Feliz Navidad. Let's see if they got some cute body butter. I want this one. Oh, look at these cute pants for $6.99. Y'all, I've been in there an hour. It's 5:56, y'all. Y'all see how dark it is? I don't like this. And I ain't the best of drivers. Like, I can drive, but, you know, I drive okay. My friends think I drive better than some because, you know, the city I live in, we do a lot of interstate riding, but, child, anyway, leaving Didis 100 and what? So she ended up ringing up my stuff twice because she left some stuff off. So the first receipt is for $169. The second receipt is for $21. So what's that, y'all? We leaving what, $190 poorer. Oh goodness. I ain't mad though. The pillows took up like 21 of those dollars, and those vases that I got took up what, 44, 45, 46 of those dollars. So I ain't mad. I hope everything works out that I bought. The way I am, y'all, if I buy something and it don't fit, I don't take it back. 9 times out of 10, I don't take it back, especially if it's a little smaller. I use it as encouragement to lose weight. So I got a closet full of stuff I can't fit. I don't even know if I want to do a haul when I get home, y'all. I'm tired. I need to sleep. What are we eating, Rez? Huh? What are we eating? Anyway, y'all, I might do a haul when I get home, and I'll close out the video. Do y'all want to see clothes? I don't know if y'all saw basically the stuff I bought. Only thing I didn't really show y'all is Rez outfits, like clothes I bought for Therese. I had to come get him some long sleeve shirts because when I got out of work this morning, I think I said it earlier, my car was frozen. It was frozen, and he had to leave out the house to go to school. So I went ahead and got him some long sleeve shirts. Probably about 8-9 long sleeve shirts, y'all. Y'all know it's almost Christmas. I'm not doing the holidays like that. I put the decor and stuff up, but I don't really Christmas shop. Last year, I went above and beyond for my kids. They were excited. They were happy with their gift, but I know I probably spent about I don't want to exaggerate, but I think I spent about $2,000 on their Christmas last year. And that was between 5 kids, so. But that was really my first time Christmas shopping for my kids in years. I don't Christmas shop. I've adopted a family a couple times and, purchased things for families, but I really don't Christmas shop. I might do the haul, I might not. If I don't do the haul, y'all, this is going to close out this video. Basically, almost everything you saw me put my hand on in the store, I purchased that. I'm going to put it like that. So, I don't really need to do the haul. And I'll see you guys on the next one. The next one I'll be putting up my Christmas tree.